numbers rule everything. Not for highly successful leaders and managers. It is a part of the equation. You know, they're not just sitting around, you know, with a Swami hat going, you know, I'm thinking, you know, this. You know, it's that they actually use objective numbers, but they're not slaves to that. They're able to use some strategic thinking, which I think most people would call intuition rather than strategic thinking.
Sure. So as you mentioned, I did yesterday send out to everyone a copy of the research that we're talking about right now. As you direct people who have very limited time in their day to take a peek at that, what are three key learnings that you would want everybody to make sure that they honed in on as they're reviewing the research?
Well, I'm going to give you four because you know I'm not a good rule follower, Tansley. So,
Oh,
if you'd said four, I'd have done three. But you know, one is attribute-based testing is so important. So this isn't, you know, one of the key learnings, but it's just a fact. Attribute-based testing is critical to being able to assess whether this manager can become a leader, because, by the way, it does require some different characteristics, and whether someone who is a real go-getter in your organization can become a manager. And the tool that they need to be using is something called the Profile XT. And the reason I recommend that is because if you look at the research, we've already benchmarked what this should look like. I mean, if you go use some other system, you'd say, well, how does this fit into the whole scheme of things of identifying a high-performing manager in a credit union? Well, you know, we've got data based on, you know, financial institutions as a whole. Don't waste your time doing that. The residual benefit of this research is